All right, guys, I cannot make this up. Look at this. You can see how the algos are literally holding this up where the buyers are going to be. Um, it scared everyone, right? I'm pretty sure we had a halt down. If you look at the 15-minute chart, right here on the bell, we had this big move down. We were getting close to this ATR4 in a 15-minute, and you align that with the daily chart. Where did we bounce again? You can't make this up right here on the EMA 5. This trend is so strong that we bounced right here on this EMA 5, and it's been doing that for a long time. As you can see, we started to make our run up, bounce on the EMA 5, run up, bounce on the 5, run up, pull back to this 5 as I was hitting this ATR4, and it's just constantly doing it. Now, will we break through it? Absolutely. We just don't know when. So don't bet against this strong uptrend, you know? This is a very strong uptrend, and yeah, you could have made money right here as a short because we knew this correction was due. I mean, we went from 57 all the way to, I mean, look at that, 24% drop. That was $13 drop right there in a blink of an eye, $13. So as you can see, we went boom after hours pre-market pump, and we dropped from there. And then this thing picked up steam again, and it just went right back up, right? So this is the daily candle. We are shooting way up here. I think this is getting to the point overextended. Now remember, I said if the weekly gets here, then that is big red flags on my previous videos. As you can see, you know, the weekly can get way above here, but look, it does come back down, and then it starts to come back up, hits this EMA 5, and bounces, and then it starts to break through and hits the 20, bounces on that 20 as that's your last line of defense. And that's really what we're trying to say. You have different time frames with different reversions to the mean. This weekly going to the EMA 5 will happen, but it's a different type of reversion, and it takes longer. It's a lot harder to predict. Whereas the daily, we know that if this daily doesn't touch the EMA 5 in a couple candles, then we look to go back to it. And you can see there's a little piece of thin gap here on the EMA 5. Didn't quite touch it, so I will count this as 2 daily candles not touching it, but it definitely wanted to touch it for sure. And it's almost close enough to where, like, yeah, you could basically count that. But yeah, this is the daily time frame. As you can see, anybody that's new to my channel, when it's above this red band, that is a sell zone. It's not a buy zone. It doesn't mean I'm bearish. It just means you can get a correction in a blink of an eye, like what happened right here. You go up, and then just goes down real fast, but the EMA 5 is holding steady. Yeah, if you're not in this right now, I would just hold off on it, you know, with the elections coming up on November 5th, which is going to be a Tuesday. So we can see what happens with DJT and see, you know, see what's going to happen, because I mean, you could look at the option chain. The option chain is going to tell you everything about it. I mean, look at the volatility on some of these. 300% IV on this this 3-day strike here. I bet most of these IVs are close to 300%, which means if you're buying options, I'd be extremely careful because you're paying way more than the value of it. It's like buying an apple for $10. I mean, we know that's not true. They're overpricing it, and that's what's happening because once the elections happen, then we call an IV crush. Then the volatility wears out, and so the premium goes down. So if you guys don't know, the option price is based on time and IV, and so do keep that in mind. So yeah, I would love to just buy shares on this. I mean, anybody that capitalized this way back when I made a video and didn't make, you know, they call me crazy about it. You know, you made massive money here from $11 all the way up here to now $60. So it hit $60, I believe, right? Did it hit 60? 57. I predicted $60. I think it can. I think it can go. Obviously, we're going to have these little fractions, but I would love to see this, you know, on Monday. Monday and Tuesday, those are going to be the days where, okay, it's either big squeeze up or big squeeze down. Nobody knows. I'll be honest. Nobody's going to. Anybody that says this thing is just going to keep ripping and ripping and ripping has no technical analysis, or, you know, it's literally like playing, you know, at a casino. You know, you just don't really know. You know, if Trump wins, I assume this would go up massive. If he loses, I would assume it goes down. But this is one of my most favorite swing trades. I think this is really nice. Your risk versus reward can be very nice here. As always, though, if we break the EMA 20, that is your stop loss. The only problem is if you're buying it way up in here, look how big your stop is. I mean, you're willing to risk like 42% here, and then give it a little wiggle room. I mean, yeah, you're willing to risk 43%. That's just too big. So this is not a buy area. So do keep that in mind. It just wouldn't make sense because if it does come tumbling down and it does something like this, let's get rid of this line. You're in this downtrend. You don't want to be a part of this, and you want to sell out, right? So once you had this massive pump, you have this massive pump, and then it comes tumbling down, and you start to see the change is swift. You know, this right here is not a strong trend. I want to show the big pump that did happen. Like this right here was a very strong trend. You had this massive move up, and guess where we respected? This time it wasn't the 5, but you could have did some orders on the 10, and look at this massive move up. So you had the 5 bounce, or the 5 accumulation, the 10 accumulation, and we just kept going up from here. And this was a massive move. From here to the very top was a 74% move. And that's really what I'm here to teach is, you know, follow the trend till it doesn't make sense anymore. Like right here was your 20 now. And where did it went up a little. Do we know how high it's going to go? No. And then right in here is your trend stopper. So this right here will get you out of the trend. And as you can see, it goes down and down and down. Then you have this fake little bounce here that goes all the way up. It gets shorter at the ATR4 and then it goes down, 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 down. Would I take this trade? Yeah, you could have taken this trade right here. You would have got stopped and you would have made a decent return. And then you trail and stop it and you would have got stopped out. So this is one of the strongest trends DJT has ever seen. I mean, if you see an EMA 5 get respected like that, that's a super strong trend. You can't deny that. So yeah, let's see what this happens, guys. Thank you all for watching this, my updated analysis. I'd love to do constant updates on this as it's the most trending stock and a lot of eyes are on it. I definitely see we can get over $60. What's going to happen is you're going to have a short squeeze. It's going to go really far up in this black area, then it's going to come tumbling down. We're getting to this black space where it's getting kind of scary. Also, we're getting to a weekly chart up in here where the last times it did that, you know, you had to a T sell off. This one went a little above it. I think we can do something like this. Where, because, this, you know, right in here, I don't know what event we had that caused this, but this is way bigger event we're having. So let's see what happens, guys. All right, guys, if you guys want to join the Discord, click the link down below in the YouTube comments below. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. Please read how to subscribe. If you have an Android, you'll have to use your phone's browser or computer. Avoid scammers, as I will never trade your accounts, DM you, or any of that. And then also read the testimonies of how a lot of people are doing this system and being successful. If you hit the server shop up here, you can see the 2 offers, service I offer. What I talked about is the swing trading strategy. It's one of the most boringest strategies. You got to be very patient. It works best on stocks over $5. It can work on pennies too. If you want higher probability, yes, safer stocks give you lesser returns. But I mean, look at this one. This one was insane, right? And then we have the Day and Swing Trading Plus is my favorite service. That one's going to keep you occupied all day, and you can trade this, like I said, all throughout the day and make religiously $500 doing a secret tactic that I'm going to show you doing futures and prop firms, and how all you need is $50 to start day trading. And that's proof, results, and everything, guys. You can see right here in the future chat, we have a nice thing. We have a bot that alerts the 1-minute strats, day trading education, swing trading education, all this stuff, guys. And then most importantly is the live stream. If you want to stay connected and just kind of like come in on a live show and understand how I trade, I do have a link in the description if you just want to check it out. But once you subscribe, you'll have this channel unlocked. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this updated analysis on DJT, how it's just freaking rockets. I think we go higher. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.